Hi guys, I'm Josh. In today's video, I'm going to introduce to you the showfish that I use in my 2025 aquascaping tank, Haludaria Fasciata, or commonly known as the Melon Barb. This is a fish endemic to the southern India region. Here you can see that the fish in my first aquascaping tank this year, River Nowhere, they are schooling pretty well in this tank. This is not a very rare fish, but it is not also a very common fish. You might have to pre-order them from your local fish shop. Some of the shop, they might not have this fish readily available or in stock. They are not exactly a very cheap fish as well. I got them for about Malaysian ringgit, 20 Malaysian ringgit, which is about, let's say, $5 US. So it is a bit more costlier than a normal fish like the tetra. And I climatized them properly when I first got them. But later on, from the literature, I somehow found out that they are actually a pretty hardy fish. They can adapt to a wide range of water parameter. For example, the KH, the water hardness. They can actually, let's say, stay pretty well in the very soft water until slightly harder water. For example, a TDS of 30, 40 until anything below 200 TDS, they are pretty okay for this fish. And also for pH, they can actually adapt to slightly acidic to slightly alkaline water, like pH of 6 plus to 7 plus. They are all perfectly fine. So they are pretty hardy, but climatizing your fish is anyhow quite recommended. When we first introduced the fish to my tank, as in any other fish, they appear to be a little bit timid, shy, and scary. So when we first introduced to the tank, the colors is a little bit pale, as you can see in the video now. Yeah. And from their body language, you can tell that they are actually still pretty not used to the new environment. They are swimming in a tighter group when we first introduced them to the tank, and you don't see much color except for the dark band that the color, fish color is still very pale. They are still getting used to the new environment, as you can see. I mean, if you are familiar with fish, they are really not feeling at home yet. But I would say give them like 1 to 2 weeks, then they will show you their really lively and fun character. Yeah. And this now is the fish that it is already in my tank for 2 weeks. You can see the color is getting a little bit more vibrant. You can see more red and orange, and I think this is their true color. You might notice in this video that they are taking sand in their mouth and then they are spitting them up. This is how they find food. Maybe I make a small mistake here that the fish food that I use is the semi-sinking type. So some of the fish food will sink to the bottom, and they are doing this taking sand exercise every time after I done the feeding. They are trying to find food that is let's say dropping down to the ground. So if you want to avoid this, you might want to consider using the fish food that it is only floating. And if you see, the next day or after some hours, some of your plants are covered with sand, you know who is the culprit. But to me, I mean, this is fine. I enjoy them. I enjoy seeing them doing this. But one thing you have to be careful: if you have newly planted tank, don't put this fish first, because they are going to disturb the plant that is not fully rooted. And the next day you can see all the plants are floating, especially the hairgrass. So introduce the fish only after like 1 or 2 months, after the plant is fully rooted. Otherwise, it's going to be a problem for your plant. They can be pretty aggressive when it comes to food. And now you can see the fish in my contest tank this year, a river somewhere. So this is the fish Haludaria Fasciata that I use for my 2025 aquascaping tanks. Just to recap a bit, some important aspect that you should know before you keep this fish. Number one, only introduce them after your plant is fully rooted. So I would say after 2 months, you know, otherwise they are going to mess up because they have the habit of digging the sands to find the food. So if you don't want that, if you don't want your plant to be uprooted, introduce them after, let's say, 2 months. And secondly, you might want to only use floating fish food, fish pellet. Otherwise, when the food is sinking down to the bottom, they are going to mess up your sand. There could be pros and cons because they are keeping your sands clean, you know, but if you don't like the fish to mess up your sand, then you should avoid using the fish food that it is sinking. Other than these two, I think they are pretty fun and active fish. To me, they are really excellent. I enjoy the fish in my tank. And the size, they can, from the literature, they can grow up to like 6 centimeters in our aquarium. In nature, they could grow a little bit bigger. But in the tank, I think maximum is maybe 6-7 centimeters. When I first got them, they are like 2 centimeters, 2+ centimeters, and after 8 months, they are in my tank for 8 months now. I think the size is now like about 4 centimeters. So I think still pretty good size wise. They are not too big. They are also omnivore. So one thing I noticed is that after I introduced the fish to my tank, all my snails are gone. You know, all the circular small snails, they are nowhere to be found in my tank after I introduced the fish. So I believe they are hunting the snails, and which is good. I mean, I don't like to see too much snail in my tank. So yeah, this fish is can help you to clean the snail in your tank. So this is for today's video. I hope you like it. And maybe if you want to consider a new fish for your next aquascaping project, give the Melon Barb a chance. I think they are really excellent. I really enjoy having this fish in my tank. Yeah, that's all for today's video. I hope you enjoy it. Bye bye.